Oh shit, here we are. What up? I think we got a Jesse in here. I don't know. I saw some shit.
Yo, what the
God.
fuck?
Oh God.
Up,
Oh
bro?
God. Jesus, don't do that. I'm dying. Oh wait, that's not right. We can't. Oh God, no, we can't have any of that shit. We gotta hold on. We're gonna be quiet here. There we go.
Can you say the R word? Can you say the R word on YouTube?
Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
I believe.
Double R or double R's, okay.
The hard double R's. There. Did we get that? Oh, that's right, because I set up the background. You know, it's been a fucking week since I've been on YouTube. We've been working so hard on all the other, like, concept shows. And you and I just kind of dick around on Fridays, so it's like, oh, how do we even do this anymore?
Yeah.
Everything's going nuts, dude. Roe versus Wade overturned.
Yeah.
Pretty what?
That's some big news, right? Or did you think that was going to happen?
Yeah, it got leaked like a month ago. I think everybody knew it was going to happen. The main thing is just, we live in an age now where everything is an excuse to go protest, you know? So we'll see.
Right.
We'll see what happens. The thing, my biggest problem is this, and people fucking hate me for this, but, you know, I live down here in Texas now, right? And the thing that I'm noticing the most is everybody that's against Roe v. Wade being overturned lives in a state where it doesn't affect them. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying, like, I guess, like, I'm probably pro-abortion in the fact that we have, if you want to get rid of a child, you're probably by definition the worst parent ever and should probably do that. Which is a really harsh take, but, like, no, I just don't feel like there's anybody who's like, I want to kill my kid, who goes on to be a really good parent, you know?
Right.
Like, and again, that's not, like, I'm not very religious, I'm not very any of that shit, I don't care about any of that, like, I don't believe you're actually killing a baby, you know? Like, if your reaction to finding out you're pregnant is fucking, hey, let's do this, like, I don't know, man.
I think it's weird and crazy that people are so, like, I guess if a gun to my head, I would maybe be pro-life unless, like, you know, you got you were raped or there was like some different situation, like that. But that's the thing. It's like it's the personal choice between, you know, mostly the woman and whoever you're with.
Yeah.
It's like it's between you guys, and you live with that choice. Whatever you decide, you have to live with it, you know. So like, I don't get why people are so in other people's business. It's like,
well, and the other thing that I think a lot of people don't really understand, and it's what you're saying, is people are so up in each other's businesses that they don't take a little second for empathy. You know, the reality is that in most of the states where the people want abortion legal, it's legalized. And, you know, Ruth Ginsburg, before she died, like she talked about how this ruling was unconstitutional. Like Roe v. Wade was an unconstitutional ruling. It just was. Like, I don't care if you're pro Roe v. Wade. I don't care if you're anti Roe v. Wade. The reality is that nowhere in the Constitution is abortion mentioned. Nowhere, right? It's not mentioned in the Constitution. And according to the law, according to the way that our country works, if something is not mentioned in the Constitution, it falls down to the states. And for anybody leaning to the left that's super pissed about this, you should be super mad at your government. They had a super majority for 4 years. They could have put that in the Constitution. They could have like hammered something through to get some kind of legislation to make it legal on a constitutional basis. But having the Supreme Court rule something into law that's not in the Constitution isn't really what they do, and you don't really want them to, you know?
Right.
And then the other part of it, and this is the part that like drives me fucking nuts, is that in states where abortion is legal, or illegal rather, a large amount of the populace wants them illegal. You know what I mean? Like there's like the Bible Belt, and there's places where people are really, because, you know, the thing about the abortion issue is that it's really complex and it's full of a lot of nuance, and people like to get mad and act like it's not, you know? Like, like you said, gun against my head. And the only reason why you say that is because, like, it's a hard fucking issue, you know? It comes down,
it's a hard topic in general, and people just pick a side and fight it to the death. It's
not
like,
only do they pick a side,
but both. Like,
not only do they pick a side, but they take out all
these big issues. It's
they
like
take out all the nuance of it. Right. They take out all the nuance of it. They take pro or anti-abortion and they reduce it to pro-life or pro-choice.
Yeah, like if you have an abortion, you're an evil person. That's like the picture that they paint, you know? It's like, no, maybe they were too young, or they were with some guy who was like a terrible person, you know? Like, who knows? Like, there are, like you said, there are nuances or certain situations where, you know, it's the right thing. And if you make it illegal, like Michaela said, you'll just, like, you go to Mexico or you go where it is legal. Like, that's not going to stop somebody. Yeah. Maybe it does. I don't know. But if you really want an abortion, I think you can get one, you know?
Michaela says in Arizona, I'll have to go to Nogales now to get one. Good thing I got mine in the 90s. I mean,
I'd like to get one just to see what it's like.
I feel like you survived one, Jesse.
I did, dude, a couple.
Yeah. I could tell by those hanger scars on your eyes.
I just got a bunch of fucking hanger scars all at me, just little holes. Yeah, I had a girl that I dated in, I don't know, like 10 years ago now or something, and she like was late for a while and like came to me and like had a talk like, hey, I might want to get an abortion if I'm pregnant. I'm too young, because she was like in college. She was like 21, 22, and I was like, all right, sounds good.
Yeah. Like,
she was all freaked out about it. And I was like, if that's what you want to do, like, but it wasn't.
It's weird. It's weird watching everybody get mad at the Supreme Court. And it's like, you know, you can be disappointed with this, but like, I'm not necessarily sure that I agree with not having abortions federally, but I mean, I think I do agree with it, even though I'm pro-choice. Like, it just, the Supreme Court can only rule on the Constitution. And inserting a constitutional right federally for something that's not mentioned in the Constitution by the Supreme Court is unconstitutional.
Right.
And that's, you know, again, and, you know, the thing that's really fucking crazy to me is I go on my Facebook feed, right? And a lot of my friends down here in Texas being a state that has trigger laws, nobody down here really seems to care. But like Minnesota people are going nuts. Like, if you're in Minnesota, your abortions aren't going anywhere. Like, that's the thing, is that, like, if your state is pro-abortion, it doesn't matter. And that's the whole point that I'm trying to make. There are states out there that don't want to be pro-abortion. And that is their constitutional right until we change it. And again, like I just said, if you were on the left and this is super mad, you should blame your government. They've had the House, the Senate, and the presidency. They could have done something. Everybody knew this was coming.
Right.
I carry a wire hanger to my car just in case. Wisconsin has trigger laws. Okay. Again, I'm not, did I say Wisconsin? I mean, that's like, I mean, it's mostly mostly red. Oh, look who I bullied into showing up. Hi, Cosmo.
Hey.
Where the fuck you been?
Hey.
Working my ass off.
You sound pretty lethargic for somebody who's been working their ass off.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
Hey, how's it going? Friday. Ugh.
Good. We're talking about abortions.
It's already protected in Minnesota. Minnesota was one of the states that had stuff on the books before it hit. Like, nothing's going to happen to abortions in Minnesota. That's my point. Like, it's just fucking stupid. It's like, again, the people who are super, super crazy angry about it are in state like New York, California, Minnesota. These are all states where abortion is not going anywhere, guys. It's also the same. You know what? I'll say this too. It's the same with the people who are or who are anti-abortion and acting like this is a giant victory lap. Like, nothing will really change. Like, it's fucking hilarious. It's not protected in Minnesota. Yeah, it is. They had a protection thing before. There's something before Roe V Wade that Minnesota enacted. There were 7 states that enacted stuff before Roe versus Wade came down the pipe. Minnesota was one of them. I can't remember what it's called. I can find. You know what? Here. I got the whole fucking internet.
Yeah, I think a lot of people with these issues and like the protesting, it's like, for me, it's like, why don't you just focus on and maybe they are doing this for their family or friends, but it's like, why don't you just focus on family and friends and helping out your own people? You know, it's like, why do you always have to like be mad about some issue? You know, it's like, sometimes I feel like people that are into politics. Yeah,
it's right. It's right here. It's called Doe versus Randall, and it was in 1970, and they overturned Minnesota's anti-abortion laws, and that was before Roe v. Wade. It's called Doe versus Randall. I'm looking at it right here. Doe versus Randall, 1970. And then also Planned Parenthood versus State of Minnesota in the 80s, but that was after. But the main one is Doe, D-O-E versus Randall. And it was 3 years before Roe versus Wade. And it was a 23-year-old Jane Doe, St. Paul, sought an abortion after experiencing a case of rubella. Damn.
Case of rebellion?
Rubella. Like measles, mumps, and rubella.
Oh.
Abortion issue is similar to the scope. What's this? Unrestrict Steam.
I don't know. I don't have opinions.
Yeah, look at that site you just gave me. If you go to the facts, there's a part where it goes, does Minnesota's Constitution protect abortion rights? And when you click, it says yes. And they even cite Doe versus Randall on that site you just gave me.
maybe people that are pro-life.
It sucks for the wife's job for states it's not protected in. Your wife works in Minnesota. What are you guys talking about? So you guys are falling into it. You guys are doing that thing. You know what I wish would happen? I know this is not going to happen, but you know what I wish would happen right now? I wish Cosmo would just have the most definitive and like just divisive stance ever. We got to figure out something where we can just make you divide everybody, Cosmo. They would never see it coming.
Maybe in movies, but I don't have opinions in politics.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's the joke. It would just be really funny if like out of nowhere you're like, yeah, you know what? Fuck guns or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't have.
Yeah. I think both sides. That's the thing with politics, dude. Like every time for me, it's like I see both sides. I'm like, oh, I can see either side, and I don't understand how other people can't sometimes. They get so on the left or the right or
they're in these propaganda modes.
Whatever it is. What?
Because they're in these propaganda modes. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like the thing is that like it's like the Trump stuff, right? Like, oh, Orange Man bad, right? Or Biden good, you know, like or I stand with Ukraine. I mean, they just hit people where it's emotionally a thing, you know? Or like Roe V Wade. Like the thing about Roe V Wade is now all of us are going to argue over, oh, whether or not it'll be protected in this state, protected in that state, or we're going to be pissed at the Supreme Court or this and that. But nobody's talking about how, again, the Democrats had a supermajority when Biden came in. So did Trump. Like if either side wanted to do something to secure this constitutionally, they could have tried, but they didn't. Because the reality is that both sides want this to be an issue. And what's really going to be funny, and this is where American politics really pits against how stupid American people are, right? Because watch this next upcoming election. Watch how many times they mention, like, we have to do something about abortion, this and that. And it's like, it doesn't really, you know, you need to go use your vote to, like, vote them out or whatever. But, like, they're Supreme Court justices. That's not how that works.
Right.
When the docs tell me that I won't regret getting my tubes tied every time I ask for the procedure at my annual doctor appointment, I will quit making noise about this shit. Okay, what? You're not making noise about it. I don't know what you're talking about. We were still asked.
That's why she is protesting, I guess.
I don't think she's protesting. I think she's giving information and has a viewpoint. She's just a little
Docs
surly.
Tell me that I won't regret.
But honestly,
so you're saying like doctors keep trying to get you to do it?
No, doctors will gaslight women trying to get their tubes tied under 30. They've been doing that forever. 10% of the wife's clients are in-state, kind of shit does piss me off. Selective reduction is harder, 90%. Right, Kong, because they were basically using that to probably... Most of her clients are probably in Wisconsin and probably what's the nearest other super anti-abortion in Minnesota? Like, they were literally skirting the laws to allow care for people, right? Like, I don't know. It's a very weird thing because, again, this is just how everything's set up. I don't know what doctor you go to, but no doctor has pushed for or against me getting my tubes tied in Minnesota. Right, because you're over 30. I just said that, Grinch Girl. Simmer down.
I every time I go to the doctor, they try to get me to get penis enhancement pills, and I tell them I'm completely fine the way it is, you know? I don't get why they do that.
45% of the clients are from Texas. Right. Because Texas don't allow that shit. So they're skirting the law. Even when Roe v. Wade was allowed, they were skirting the states right. Like, this is where... I think everybody should have access. You want to fucking get an abortion, do it. I mean, I'm not anti that. I'm just saying, like, it's important to look at the scope of things and understand what our Constitution can and can't do, you know? Again, if this
Corey,
were
you
such...
should get your tubes tied.
I don't have tubes.
Oh. Cosmo, get your tubes tied.
I'm never gonna have kids, don't worry.
All right.
Sounds like somebody who's having some kids.
Yeah. It's a lot of work. I had to find a surrogate father. You know how awkward that is at a bar, going up to a guy and saying, "You look like a healthy male. Do you want to help me have a baby?" And then they hit me before I can explain. No, there's a woman in the back alley you need to knock up.
Whoa. That took a very dark twist. Kind of like a hanger in a birth canal.
It's all about the alley.
Yeah. The surrogate father thing, don't try it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Valiant Thor says, remember, the reason we are all here is because at one point our mothers were pro-choice. Well, I mean, unless they were not and they weren't allowed to get an abortion. There's a lot of nuance missing in that comment, Thor.
I don't want any of Kong's kids.
Kong will help you, dude. You don't want Cosmic Kong kids?
No. Because he eats
People
all
are
those.
saying in the. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm just saying he eats all those expensive foods. I can't afford that budget. Pork chops and meat, that's way too much. I want the cheap kids.
The meat? I can't afford meat. I'm eating cheese over here.
Yeah. For dinner last night, I was eating a block of cheese the size of a car battery. Good old government cheese.
I had a buddy in high school that would just lock himself in a closet and eat a block of cheese, and he got like super constipated and had to go to the hospital because he was just eating like blocks upon blocks of cheese. Just like
It's a Minecraft problem.
Like, imagine eating so much cheese that you like have to go to the hospital. It's like, I don't know what got in his head where he's like, I need to eat a ton of cheese.
It's gonna be a lot more than 3 days, Grinch.
Yeah, that's
just he's eating cheese. He is eating cheese.
I eat cheese, dude.
It's not expensive.
Like free cheese
are more expensive than steak. My processed oysters are $1.99 a thing. Your steaks are way more than that. And I said it's what I'm feeding my kids, not what I'm eating. Come on now.
Processed oysters? Well, they're not oysters. It's more of the kippers and the what are they called? Anchovies and stuff. It's not like oysters.
Good thing I'm patient. Good. 3 days late. I can beat that record. That's kind of like a warranty.
That's the start.
Jesus was in hell for more than 3 days. Oh, I don't know. We should overturn everything just because.
Overturn the government.
Yep.
Hey, Glocks. Glocks is so funny in the Discord, dude. He's constantly like confused about shit and like angry at us because he doesn't know what's going on. It's just like, what is this? What is that? How do I do this?
Oh, I'll explain. Malcolm joins the military and Reese becomes a janitor.
Oh, and the Malcolm in the Middle finale?
Well, no. Usually when people say what happens or what is this, I use that to explain everything. It works for Batman, movies, Twitch, Chalk, Discord. It works all over the place. Last month was 10. I don't know what to believe anymore. What? I'm an honest liar.
Yeah, you are.
Oh.
Every day I see the trillions in fraud, waste, and abuse with the black budget. Special access programs dealing with exotic technology has gone rogue. There has never been congressional oversight or public scrutiny. We need to re-examine these programs. Have a blessed day.
Wait, what?
Thor's at it again.
That's what Thor said.
I mean, really, we just need to overthrow the government, right? Like, I'm not saying like constitutionally, that's what our forefathers want. Like, if we brought all of our forefathers back alive today to see what the government was, they'd be like, what the fuck? These guys are tyrannical. You were supposed to overthrow them if they became tyrannical. Were we not clear about that? Like, it's in the Constitution. It's your civic duty to overthrow them if they become dickbags. And we just didn't. I mean, the time to do that has long passed now. And now we'll just butt heads and just dissolve ourselves. It's fucking sad.
Yeah, it's true. That's what's so frustrating. It's like they're so good at dividing people that nobody will ever come together enough to make something happen. And maybe it'll happen. I mean, the thing that I used to think, like, it'll never fucking happen. It's hopeless. But it's happened a lot in other civilizations, you know? So maybe there's hope. Maybe one day, but and I don't know. Will that be
it's
better?
It's
you
never
know,
happened.
what
Name
if
one civilization where that's
what if
happened
that
after it
happens?
decayed.
What's that?
Name one civilization that happened to after it started to decay.
Oh, maybe not after it started to decay, but I'm just saying, like, in general, they've overthrown governments in other civilizations or overthrown power, you know?
VR Ray of Minneapolis says, have a peaceful day, y'all. Yeah. The Constitution says overthrow the government if they're being dickbags. Corey Adam. It's true. It says that an American citizen's duty is to overthrow the government if they become tyrannical. That's in the Constitution. Thomas Jefferson talked about it all the time.
Yeah, Jefferson talked about dickbags quite a bit.
Okay.
Well, as he was moving on up on the east side.
Different Jefferson, Cosmo. Different Jefferson.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy.
Oh, all right. I miss that little guy. What was that guy's name? You know what I really miss him for? I don't even miss him from the Jeffersons. I miss him from being the boss in the show Dinosaurs. Sinclair!
I think his name was George Jefferson.
That was the character's name, but that guy's name is like... It was like Sherman something.
Yeah.
Something Sherman? What the fuck is that guy's name? I could look, but I'm trying to remember.
He was really awesome. Everything appearance. He had a lot of guest appearances in All in the Family.
No, that's not what happened. God, do you just say shit? Like, is that what you're doing right now, or do you think that's what it is?
I thought he was in All in the Family.
Yeah, Jefferson's is a spin-off of All in the Family, Cosmo.
Yeah.
That's not.
So
that's not. He was a regular, reoccurring role that spun off into another show. Sherman Helmsley, is that it? That seems right. Sherman something. It's the same Jefferson. Yes, it's a spin-off. That's how it works. Hey guys, that's how spin-offs work.
Yeah.
Guess what? Benson is a spin-off of Soap as well. What? Empty Nest is a spin-off of Golden Girls. What? Johnny Loves Chachi is a spin-off of Happy Days. What? Golden Girls had multiple spin-offs. Do you know what the name of their other spin-off was?
Mod?
Shut up. I fucking hate you.
Silverman?
I actually don't know. I've only seen like 2 episodes of the Golden Girls.
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Okay. No, it'll be interesting because you'll see a lot of trigger laws, which have already started. You'll see a lot of people protected. If you're in Minnesota and you're mad about it, look up Doe versus Randall. The thing about Doe versus Randall is that it's on the books in Minnesota law, and it took place before Roe v Wade. So now that Roe v Wade is off, Doe v Randall is on the table again, which is nice for people that are for that.
Yeah, The Boys is all right, Kong, but Barry is way better than The Boys. Barry's the best show on television right now.
I doubt that highly. It has Hader in it.
Dude, Hader is amazing, man.
No, he's not. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
You're one of those guys.
Dude, he's gonna be huge.
He's not.
Guarantee it.
I mean, he might.
He's a great actor.
I don't know that he's a great actor.
He's fucking
man.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I'm telling you, you'll love Barry. You'll watch it and you'll be like, why didn't you tell me to watch this sooner?
I don't think that's the case, but whatever.
It's fucking hilarious. It's a dark action comedy.
I don't think Hader's been in anything hilarious.
Hader? Oh, he was great in Trainwreck.
I did never see Trainwreck. He was absolutely trash in Bob's Burgers. I'm looking over his IMDb right now, right?
Just in SNL, he was great. Like a lot of his characters.
I don't think he was.
Good
I don't think his SNL shit was that good. I don't think his Office shit was that good. I think honestly, I think Bill Hader might be one of the most overrated actors in Hollywood. Like literally, he's like the Nicolas Cage. He has two settings, right? Like this is Bill Hader. Check it out. I'm Bill Hader. I'm upset. Now I'm not upset. Like everything he does. Watch him overact with his own eyebrows.
Spot on.
No, I'm telling you.
Awesome.
Dude, you want to see my Nick Cage one? Check it out, right?
Yeah.
This is Nick Cage upset. This is Nick Cage angry. That's it. Or here's Keanu Reeves. Here's Keanu Reeves when they shot his dog in John Wick. Here's Keanu Reeves in The Matrix.
You fucking nailed it.
Dude, I'm telling you, Bill Hader, I swear to God, Bill Hader is a motherfucking psyop, dude. Like, he's not good.
He's great,
not.
man.
He's not good.
Here's the thing: after he's done with Barry, you're gonna be surprised how big he gets. He's gonna be like fucking Chris Pratt or fucking Bob Odenkirk. Like he's gonna get a ton of roles and he's gonna kill it. I guarantee it. And watch Barry, man. Watch Barry and tell me that he's a bad actor. He's so fucked up in that show, like his character, you don't see shit like that.
Oh yeah, you don't see it because it's basically the exact inverse of Californication. That's what that entire show fucking is, right? Midwest guy to Los Angeles gets caught up in the city's theater scene, right? So you do rock and roll music instead and have the guy move from the east to the west instead. It's the same fucking show, dude. And
it's not Californication at all.
It's the same interesting concept. Okay, here we go. I'm looking at his shit, dude. Hold on. Okay, so let's go all the way back. We got to go to where... Wow, he did a lot of video game voiceovers. That's kind of cool, like early in the day. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, and the thing with Bill Hader, too, is that, like, once he got that HBO role, like, after he does this show, whenever this show ends, that's when he's going to really start blowing up. Like,
what are you talking about? People know who Bill Hader is. Why are you acting like nobody knows who he is?
No, they know who he is, but I'm just saying he's going to, like, you know what happened with Chris Pratt after Parks and Rec? That's what I'm talking about. He's going to be in a bunch more movies.
He was in The Office. What are you talking
more
about?
More drama.
I think, dude,
I credit Chris Pratt to Lego movie.
Like, I know you know movies and shit, but I feel like you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Bill Hader was in fucking It. He was in Superbad. He was on SNL. Like, the idea that this HBO show is going to somehow make him blow up, he's already where he's going to be, dude. People who like Bill Hader already like him. People who don't like him already don't like him. And I don't think this show is going to sway. Like, even if I watch this show and I like it, let's say I'm on board with you and I love Barry. I think it's the best show I've seen in a long time, right? I'll still be like, hey, God damn it. Somebody in chat, tear it, destroy. Chicago voters have learned their lesson since electing Lori Lightfoot as mayor. The lesson is no more sexy mayors.
Damn it, I want a sexy mayor.
I'll be honest, when you started saying Hader, I thought you were talking about Christian Hader. And then I forgot, oh yeah, there's Bill Hader too. They're brothers or something.
Bill Hader is better than Christian Hader. I will give him that.
Yeah.
Not by much though.
Yeah. I know he's in comedy shit, but my point is, like, look at Bob Odenkirk or Chris Pratt. Like, once he's done with this series, I think he's going to get more serious roles, more drama, shit like that. That's what I think is going to happen with him.
I just think
And
that's
I'm excited to see
insane
that.
because Chris Pratt got big because of a fucking Marvel franchise, and Bob Odenkirk was the biggest thing behind the scenes to comedy writing for 20 years. Like, just because the populace didn't know
Hater,
him.
Hater wrote on South Park, SNL, like, Haters.
Okay, you
I
gotta
think
stop,
they're
dude.
similar.
You gotta stop, dude.
Career.
You gotta stop citing SNL as like this creative thing. One, he was never a staff writer. Two, everybody group writes on SNL. SNL writing credits are not what they used to be as of like 99, 2000. All right, so he's got Knocked Up. He's got Hot Rod. Hot Rod's actually a low-key decent movie. Superbad, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I mean, these are big names, but he's there. Oh yeah, he was in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like supporting roles, and I feel like he's gonna more come out after this show and be like the leading guy in a drama or a fucking like an action movie like Bob Odenkirk is doing now. Like, that's my point, and I could be wrong. I'm obviously guessing this, but that seems to be what happens with these comedic actors that get like a serious TV show, and then they helps their career do more of a variety of movies when they come out.
He's been doing a bunch of variety of movies, man. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's mostly comedies, mostly supporting roles. Like, that was probably one of the only ones that was more serious.
I mean, he was pretty serious at Silicon Valley, right? Whoa, did you know he was the voice of a Power Ranger? That's funny. Alpha 5, whatever that is.
Oh, that's the little robot that works with the Bong guy.
Oh, that's who he was in 2017 in the movie or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That says Ranger Danger, and that's his only lines.
Ranger Danger.
Yep.
I had the Pink Ranger come to my birthday party when I was like 5, and she took her helmet off, and I realized it wasn't the real one, and I started crying and was like mad at my mom. I was like 27, I think.
Those are good years.
Yeah, it hurt, man. I thought for sure it was going to be Kimberly. Dude, everybody wants to shit on SNL, but they have a ton of good shit. Like, they have a ton of terrible shit, absolutely. But there's some good actors, some good people that still come out of SNL. Like, a lot of their sketches are bad, but some of the people they have on there are still pretty funny. Like, I like Kyle Mooney a lot.
I don't know.
Like
it seems like as of lately with SNL, most of the people are just on there forever and they don't leave, and they're just not as like Keenan's a great example, right? Like,
oh man, I was just thinking of him, dude. He's the worst.
Right.
No,
the fucking absolute worst, dude.
I like
He
Keenan
just does
Thompson.
the same thing. He's just like, oh, what do we have here?
Like Bill Hader.
It's just like, no, Hader can actually get into a character. Keenan does the same exact fucking thing. Keenan's just like, whoa, hey guys, I'm acting. He's got like a smile on his face the whole time, like, hey, I'm being this funny character. It's like, he drives me crazy.
Did you hate the movie Good Burger? I love that movie. It's a classic movie. He won a blimp for that.
At the time, I liked it for sure when I was a kid, but yeah, it's like, I don't know, that kind of humor is just, it's so obvious. I don't know.
Like
Jesse doesn't like humor unless it's super complicated and not that funny.
No, it's not true at all. I love simple comedy too. Like, Curb Your Enthusiasm is pretty basic. I love that show. See, I knew I liked you, Crowd. Shout out to Power Rangers. I was kind of like the Red Ranger. I have a little bit of Jason in me, you know?
That's because he was in porn.
You're not supposed to tell them that part.
So, if you didn't like Good Burger, does that mean you're not a fan of Sinbad?
Oh, yeah, I fuck with Sinbad.
He's my third favorite actor, and I'm being dead serious. Like on my list of favorite actors, he's number 3.
Dude, I used to watch Jingle All the Way like every fucking Christmas. It's like a tradition.
That's my 4th favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, I watched it over and over. Like, that was one that I just got obsessed with. And remember, you're my favorite customer.
Fuck, that's great. I gotta get that Turbo Man.
You know who's great in that movie is Phil Hartman.
Yeah.
He just plays like the sleazy fucking neighbor that's trying to get his wife. Like,
and
he does it all nicely, you know? Like, she's in
yeah.
the shower and I'm baking cookies. Do you want me to go get her for you?
Yep. I like at the end when he looks at Arnold and says, "You can't bench press your way out of this one."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets the fucking reindeer drunk.
Reindeer are normally really friendly. Must be something about you he doesn't like.
Yeah.
Can't think of what it is. I notice it's Christmas and you don't have your star up. I got Johnny a Turbo Man months ago. Sorry, I like Phil Hartman.
Oh man, he was great. He was so good at playing a character.
Oh, here's another one. Doe versus Gomez in 95. The Minnesota Supreme Court ruled that abortion rights are protected by the state's constitution. So Minnesota abortions are protected. So it does nothing to Minnesota abortions. FYI. Bill Hader.
Yeah, Bill's the man, dude.
I don't think he is. I think he's one of the most overrated people in all of Hollywood.
I don't think he's overrated.
He's super overrated. The dude has no acting range, and he has good comedic timing. He has no acting range, and people act like he's this great actor. He's just not. He's okay at best.
I'm telling you, watch him in Barry. He's been directing some of the episodes too. He's pretty good at directing too. He's really good at shooting action. Like, he does like a lot drawn out action scene really well, where it like keeps your attention the whole time.
I never watched Power Rangers. Looks cheesy and stupid. G-Lock is not a fan of Sentai. He likes SpongeBob, but not the Japanese Sentai. Because that's what Power Rangers is and was and always will be. Don't you forget it.
Yeah, it was a really smart show for them for Power Rangers.
You got it. You nailed it.
I don't know why I stutter, but it was such a cheap show because they just used that footage from the Sentai films or the Japanese film. So they,
why...
they didn't have to worry about any special effects. They just showed old footage and it worked.
And then just add in the American teenagers and say it's the same thing. But we won't tell people that in the Japanese version, the Yellow Ranger is actually a man.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how they get you. It's like I'm like, I want to see all the different monsters. Like, even though it's always the same, they get beat up a little bit, then they get big, and then they win. Like, but I'm out. Like, it's Corey, you should look up the weirdest Power Ranger villains. There's some fucking weird ones.
Let's see, the Rita Repulsa, the Clockworks, Gordon, Slime Man, the Putty Men. Who do you want to know?
Oh, Jesus Christ, you nerds.
Isn't there like a Christmas tree monster?
No, that's Doctor Who you're thinking of. Season 2, Episode 1.
Which series?
The second one. The first time you see David Tennant as the Doctor.
No, there was like
David
weird,
Tennant,
like,
David
Christmas
Tennant, the best
monster.
of the new Doctors? ?
Yes. David Tennant was number one of the new ones. Christopher Eccleston, and everyone else is tied for last.
Is Christopher Eccleston the one that looks like a caveman that was after Tennant? Or no, that was Matt something?
Yeah. It was Christopher Eccleston when they rebooted it. And then
it was like I thought it was like Dave Eccleston or something like that.
Oh no, yeah, it was Christopher Eccleston. Sorry. Fuck, yeah, that's his name. Christopher Eccleston. He was the thing. And then it was David Tennant. And then it was Matt Smith. And then it was some guy that I didn't watch. And then it was some woman now. I didn't watch any of them. Because Matt Smith killed the series. The series became awful. Because the problem was they're like, hey, let's take this British show that people like and try to make it more appealing for an American audience. And then it never goes over well. You can blame the Sci-Fi Channel for that. G-Lock says he likes Saved by the Bell and Full House. Never cared for them.
He does like shitty stuff.
Goldar always scared me.
You did miss a lot of the Roe V Wade fun. Humberto fan number one.
So whenever I get like super depressed, like fucking not getting out of bed type shit, Full House or Fuller House, because that's the only thing that I can watch without being depressed. Because it's so like cheesy and happy. Like I can't even watch like a serious TV show. That,
hey guys, like, subscribe, and ding that bell.
Smash that like button.
Click the subscribe button and ding the bell.
Remember when that actress was all on drugs and stuff like that? They could have had a really awesome documentary about her called Halfway Full House.
Yeah. They missed opportunity for sure.
Yeah.
The new one is so bad. It's literally just like, hey, remember us? We used to be in Full House, and now we're older, but we still look good. Like every fucking time, it's like 10 minutes of clapping for them wearing like a nice dress. It's like, woo, the audience like wooing, like, oh, she looks so good in a dress.
Oh, woo!
And they make DJ a fucking famous DJ that like performs at Coachella. I'm just like, or not I don't know. I think it's the other sister, but
it's Kim.
Stephanie, is it?
No, Stephanie's the sister. Kim's the neighbor.
I think Stephanie
don't know that.
DJ now. No, I do know that, but I think Stephanie, what in the new one, is the DJ. She actually becomes a DJ and was like at Coachella and shit.
I think DJ's the oldest daughter. What?
You know what's so funny is Danny Tanner, he still likes clean stuff. He still likes to clean his cleaning products.
No, he's fucking dead.
That's so funny.
Surprised you didn't know that.
They just bring them in of like Weekend and Bernie style. Fucking Uncle Joey too, or Uncle Jesse.
No, I think Candace Cameron is DJ. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure she's
dude,
the
Kirk
DJ.
Cameron. Shout out to Kirk Cameron, man. He's helping people find Jesus. He has like the worst movies ever created. Didn't he have like some weird like Battle Against Christmas or some shit?
He had. I think you're thinking of Saving Christmas.
Yeah, Saving Christmas. He fucking saves it, man.
He was also in the Shaggy Dog. Don't forget that. He was in one of those remakes.
Oh, the Shaggy Dog.
Yeah, one of like the 15 million remakes. Oh, don't forget Alan Thicke when they were in Growing Pains. Such a great TV show.
Fucking. What about Step by Step?
No, I couldn't get in
you
that
guys
one.
watch that?
But yeah.
Alf was the GOAT, though. You can't really beat Alf for a sitcom. They should reboot Alf and make it like a horror movie, and just have him like eating cats and just have it be like really brutal.
Call it like Ralph.
Just dark as shit.
Eats so many cats he pukes. Call it Ralph.
Yeah.
You did not like Step by Step, Curtis. Nobody liked that show.
Yeah, dude. Step by Step was the shit.
You didn't like Patrick Duffy?
Step.
I mean, I like referencing Patrick Duffy as a joke, but that show is fucking trash, dude.
Oh man.
Originally,
it was real bad.
Isn't that how like the original Family Guy series ended with a step-by-step dream? It was, yeah. When Family Guy got canceled for the first time, it was where they had that nuclear apocalypse episode, and then it ended with him waking up in bed saying, "Oh my god, I just had the weirdest dream," and she told this plot, and then she's like, "Honey, honey, honey, what's Family Guy?" I don't know.
Conk says, I like Jesse's movie takes, but his TV show takes are horseshit.
What? Because I like Barry. You haven't even watched the fucking show, Con. Settle down.
I think he's talking about your step-by-step take, you idiot.
He watches America's Got Talent.
About Step by Step, obviously.
Nobody can tell when you're kidding or not, because all you do is that like anti-comedy delay all the time. You can't get mad when people you can't get you're the one being Granny. You're doing that thing where you're such a weird radical character that you're getting mad when nobody can tell if you're serious or not. That's totally
You're doing that thing where you tell people that they're doing a thing. Quit calling us out on our things, dude. We have things. That's what
you can't
being
tell
a
somebody
human
you
is, a series of things.
Whatever you say, dude. You just called someone out on a thing saying don't call me out on a thing. That's what you just did.
Dude, you're calling me out on a thing.
That's true.
That's your
so you can't advocate not doing that while doing that is my point.
G-Lex likes
my mom said I could do whatever I wanted. Shout out to Step by Step, dude.
She got really angry at that.
By step, day by day. I don't even think that's the real theme song.
No, it is.
And yeah, they had like a neighbor guy that was like kind of an idiot, but he'd like get into drugs or You know, that's my favorite on sitcoms is when they have like it's all comedy and then they all of a sudden are just like DJ's doing drugs or Urkel's doing heroin now. You know, it's just like it comes out of nowhere.
That was a classic episode. And then they had to arrest.
Urkel does heroin.
Yeah. And then Laura had to tell her dad, and the dad had to lead him in handcuffs. Oh my god, that was a classic episode. And they found out that he was stealing fentanyl from the grandma. And then Officer Carl had a dilemma. Do I turn in Urkel and bust my mom, or do I let them both slide? And that's when he stopped becoming a cop.
Just like, there's like, Urkel, you overdosed on heroin. Did I do that? And then it just freeze frames and ends like.
Oh my god, you're bringing back so many memories. You see, I used to sniff glue and watch CBS.
It was Cody.
Cody? I thought his name was Carl.
Step by step. No, I know what you're saying. I was reading chat.
There's a chat? Oh yeah. He lives in a van in the driveway.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Chris Farley character a little bit. The guy lives down in a van by the river. I wonder if it was inspired by that.
Yeah, even Home Improvement had an episode like that. There was an episode where Brad was smoking weed, and they're all like, "Uh-oh, Brad's smoking weed."
Yeah. I remember the one in Full House is DJ just stops eating. She wants to lose weight, so she just doesn't eat and works out and like faints. Everyone's like, "Oh my god."
Robot Urkel? I do.
Was he an alien?
No, it was just Robot Urkel. But then the series ended when he had that machine that could give him split personality. So then he was cool, hot, sexy Urkel. And that's the one Laura wanted.
Yeah, wasn't it like Steven or something like that too? They like changed his name to like a real basic, cool version of Steven.
It was just him without his glasses and the suspenders.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
All right, well, it's 11. We're going to head on over to Twitch.
Have a good Friday, everybody. I'm going back to work.
You're at work still?
Yeah, I got
No, I'm going back to work.
Oh, okay.
Why are you going back to work?
I gotta go to work again.
Yeah, it's Friday.
He does it every day. I gotta go to my brother's
this evening, right?
It's Friday. I go in earlier.
What time do you go in on Fridays?
So, part of the reason I haven't been here on Fridays, I've been stopping streaming, going back to work for a couple hours. Then I came home, and then I take a nap, and then I go back. So I work 3 times on Friday.
Damn, dude.
I gotta make that money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, making that money though, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Divorces are expensive, but have a good day, everyone.
Yeah, have a good one. I'm glad you're here. I got to go to my brother's to help set up for this wedding party tomorrow. But
cool story. Have fun. We're going to Twitch. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Twitch.tv/Corey Adam Comedy begins now.